Okay, guys, we're here for another review. This time it looks like we've got a big old stack of comics, 12 comic books, all raw, no slabs. At the end of this video, I'll tell you who it's from. If you like the blind box, not my content, but the blind box, like this video, and there's a People Choice Award that's going to the winner of this big money. Excellent. Well, okay, big money. What does that really mean, right? Okay. Alright, I need to center this a little better. Sorry, some rearranging going on. Alright, first comic. I'm having problems with the comic camera, so we'll see how long it lasts. Alright. Great cover. Fantastic Four #1. Legacy. Number 646. It's a 1 in 25 variant. Probably worth $4 or $5. But let's actually look at what you're seeing here. Grim often is in the lower right hand corner. It's a good indication of Johnny being able to do what he does. It's not an over exaggeration of Mr. Fantastic's power. Sometimes you see him way stretched out. It just looks strange, but you do get the sense that he is stretched. It's great. And then the hardest person to show their powers of is Invisible Woman. Apparently, even in the movies, Sony did a terrible job of that. But they do a good job here, good enough that you kind of... The threat here is a little weak, let's be honest. Falling Rocks, not that great. $4 or $5 comic. Let's see what we got next. Whoa. Okay. Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters. Godzilla's hot right now. No King Kong here, but Godzilla. This is actually Alex Ross cover. IDW is the publisher for this. There's another variant of this. The main version of this comic has the IDW logo in its usual spot. Charity comics tend to go for more than they should. Well, they would if they weren't charity. They should, but they would. And they end up in collections that never see the light of day. Fantastic that this made it into a blind box. Maybe the person that put this blind box together has 4 or 5 of these. I doubt it, though. This is going to be a one-of-a-kind type of comic. You can find this comic for $20. The problem is finding it. I'll put a comp below. Yeah, it's great. This is Marvel Champions 8. So the Champions series is different heroes all going up against different enemies and etc, etc, etc. This cover is interesting because what is on the cover actually happened inside the comic, and it's kind of the pinnacle or the topic of discussion for the comic. So yeah, you have... Oh, it froze. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now you see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have Hercules, Ghost Rider, who has a race to a hospital. You got Barbie, Iceman. You got Angel, and you got Black Widow. The guy in the middle, his name is Rampage. he's a villain. He, in this comic book, I'm not making this up, he was meant to call his boss using a button on his suit, and instead he hit the self-destruct button. Not making that up. Neat comic. It's in pretty good condition. A few rhino corners, a couple ticks. You know, of course, with CGC, they kind of are forgiving of 2 ticks. This is 3 or 4. Really good shape. I like the comic. That's a good one. What do we have next? X of Swords creator. This is the first comic out of 22 of X of Swords or Ten of Swords. I have feelings about X of Swords, Ten of Swords. I believe it was meant to be Ten of Swords, but because they stuck it on an X title, people started pronouncing it as X of Swords. This comic, not holding its value. It's a 1 in 10, and of course it's a character sketch, reference sketch. Cleaned up, but nonetheless, a character reference sketch. It's probably about $5 at the end of the day. Yeah. So, Black Panther number 7, Legacy number 179. So, this is what I would call an extremely minor key. It's not that I don't like Black Panther, but I just don't view Zenzi as a major key. So Zenzi is Niganadan, I think, and she's an emotion control person, alien person, alien if you're in the 80s. Her powers are similar to Mantis, where she can make you feel things that you didn't know you could feel. How's that for a description? Great cover. A lot going on there. Yeah. This is a... So, Black Panther... There's been a lot of conversation about Black Panther. What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? You know, after Boseman died. So, it's kind of kept Black Panther in the spec view. And then Senzi being shown up here, and I think she's in 10, 20 more comics. Kind of boosted as well. So it's about a $15 comic. Oh, very nice. Okay. So, Batman 97. I see the comic cam is holding strong. Batman 97. It was part of the Joker War. Did they say it at the top? No. Part of the Joker War. It's a Jorge piece of art you can see right there, signed. This variant forms part of, I think, 10 or maybe 12 variants that all have this similar character design look to it. This particular one didn't do as well as some of the others. This is the 125. Because I blame the way Harley looks. She's not quite dressed up as she normally is, and that's going to be a love-hate scenario. Also take exception to her bat holster not making a whole lot of sense. How are you gonna get your bat out of that? Alright. This comic is probably worth about $25. It's a limited incentive variant that forms part of a bigger picture. People go nuts about that stuff. Alright. I don't think I need to explain Joker War. Or Three Jokers. I hope I don't. Whoa. Okay. How did the person have this in their collection and where was it? The Godzilla. Crazy depth on this box. So Lumine, where do you start? Okay, Lumine Black and White Illustrated Edition was limited to 500 copies. It's very hard to find. No one really knew about Lumine. So it ended up in some collectors' collections. The only piece of color is the Caliber logo on it in this lower corner. It's an okay story. It's a beautiful comic. Even the paper that it was printed on for the cover is kind of like a canvasy kind of material. The choices they made in making this comic are phenomenal. You can find this comic for, depending on the quality of the comic. Last time I looked, it was $100. It's a really good copy. It's probably $50 now. Maybe $75, somewhere in that range. Sorry, it's late at night. I don't know how this blind box person gave this comic up. I would be very surprised if they had more than one of these in their collection. Yeah. Blows me away. Alright, you ready for the next one? Okay, this is a different... This is an Ultra... an Ultra Pro case. Oh, okay. Crazy. This is unfair. There's certain comics in the world that you can't put a value on. And I got one from JC the other day. I made the video and I was like, I can't release this video because I like babble on for hours about how this comic cannot be valued. Okay, so let's talk about this. Batman Ninja Turtles Adventures. Number 1, when you see the title has adventures in it, typically that means that it's made for a slightly younger audience, and certainly younger than me. You'll see over here Ben Bishop. So it's a Ben Bishop art print. He did not draw the original artwork for this cover. And then if we look next to the issue 1 here, we see RE cover. So we know it's a variant. Nickelodeon, we would expect that. And then this funny logo here is AF. Amazing Fantasy. So it's their exclusive. Now Amazing Fantasy does a lot of exclusives. And they somehow, and I think it's because of the artists they're able to pull in, like Ben, they somehow are able to low runs with large companies. What I mean by that, so companies like DC and Marvel, typically they do runs of comics of comics like this. They do runs of 1500 is kind of their lowest cut. When an artist comes in and goes, "Hey, I want to do a cover for blah," they go 1500. Pay us for 1500, and pick a comic company to help distribute it, or comic store. For DC IDW to do a 300 run of a core character Batman and a secondary core character set like Ninja Turtles, fantastic. There's very few of these out there. There is a virgin version of this. Ben did a great job with the cover. A little bit of blending in the shadows over here. That's sometimes the artist's indication that Batman's coming from the shadows. You can see the cape drawn. You don't need to see the other half of this. You assume it. Ben's over exaggeration of the legs. And then the Ninja Turtles. So Batman looking very Batman. Ninja Turtles looking very Ninja Turtle. Sometimes when you see these artists, they will make the Ninja Turtles have Batman stances because it flows that way. But instead, he's taken this very comfortable way about him of drawing the Ninja Turtles and then drawing Batman. Batman's cape is coming over the Ninja Turtles as to protect them. They're in their comfort zone. Batman's in his comfort zone. Great cover. Great cover. I can't actually value this. I don't think we'll find comps. I'll look when I edit this video. I think if a comic store receives this in the collection, they'll put it with the other $3 Batman Ninja Turtle adventures. They might even put it in the dollar bin because they don't know what it is. If you come across someone that knows what it is, they'll put a $25 note on it because no one's gonna pay. No one's gonna know what that is to pay $50 for it. The ideal situation of this comic is you get it signed. You get it signed by Ben Parsons. You can even get it signed by the Ninja Turtle voice actors for this series, because this was when the Nickelodeon show was out. Then you can put a value on it, and the value would probably be around $600 or $700 with 2 signatures. I know some people are watching this and going, "You are crazy." I didn't get all these comics behind me by just making up prices. Or did I? Alright. Spawn 310. So I think the way this person built this blind box is it kind of has crescendoed now. And it's coming down. They're trying to tell a story. So, it started with Spec, Fantastic Four, Godzilla. Then it had moments from Silver, moments from Modern, with Champions 8, Swords. Crept a little further up with Spec, Black Panther, Batman 97, and then blew out the roof with Illuminati and Ben Bishop's Batman Turtles, and now it's coming down a bit. And the reason why I say that is a lot of us have seen this cover. It's a 1 in 5 from Spawn. McFarlane's drawing in black and white. I have a lot of respect for Todd McFarlane. He knows how to sell action figures. He knows how to draw comics. He knows how to write comics. He knows how to sell comics. But most of all, he knows what his people want, what his audience wants. A $2.99 comic, while everyone else is doing $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, and now with Future State $8.99. Todd's good. We owe him a lot of respect. This comic is a $5 to $10 comic. Nothing fantastic, but I think this comic, any Spawn comic, really, the writing's good. It speaks to the condition of where the comic industry could be today. Hope that makes sense. Alright. Oh, this is pretty good. Just when I thought we were coming down from... Okay, so... Dark Knight 3. Miller's story. Again. 1 and 2 and now 3. The Master Race. I don't know. I don't know about that. There's a bit of tongue-in-cheek here with this Midtown exclusive. It also comes in a sketched version. I prefer this version because I think you lose something on the sketched version. So we have Batman here. You know, if he did Iron Man suits, he'd be on like suit 22 million. It's every comic has got a new suit. He's got a grappling gun in the one hand. In the other hand, he's pulled out the lamp wires out of the lamp, but the lamp is still on. And he's standing in the light while everything else is in the dark. So, either the artist got very ironic or put his own spin on it, kind of showing Batman in a different light. Or it talks about the actual comic a bit, about how exposed Batman is during this storyline. You pick. It's a Midtown. Am I right? Is it Midtown? I know. It's a Midtown comic. Midtown has a lot of fantastic to go visit Midtown if you get a chance. There's some comic shops that you just have to visit as a comic fan. Midtown, Mile High, and a few more. The Stash, if you're kind of into that kind of thing. Although the Stash has turned into a lot of a museum now. So, they can pull in some big artists, and they certainly did on this one. This is Greg's drawing. Yeah, so it's about a $20 bill. This comic, it's great art, great story. You know, you got Miller's a little grittier than you might be used to, but Batman's a little grittier now than we were used to. So I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna move on. And camera's still working? Yes. Avengers West Coast number 3. Virgin cover. Hawkeye. Hawkeye has lost some appeal to people. He's got a show coming out, or a movie, I forget which one it is, where he's training the next Hawkeye. Kate, we'll see if that bumps up his cred in the comics. I doubt it. If you were shooting a bow and arrow, you'd probably want the stuff around your chest and your belt not to be there, because the bow tends to be quite close to your chest. Maybe it's just because I'm fat. There's a $5 comic. It's nice that they brought Avengers West Coast back. So all the kind of leftovers have a place to go. Does that mean? It's kind of mean. I mean, we had Avengers West Coast. We've had Avengers Great Lakes. We've had a lot of Avengers. $3, $5, somewhere in that range. Yeah. How else would you end off a blind box? We got some Last Jedi here. DG Most Wanted movie cover variant. Star Wars comics are big right now. I mean, this comic should not be a $10 comic, but it is a $10 comic. That's how much pull Mandalorian has, and then the promise of future movies has. If you're looking for DJ, he's probably in jail somewhere. Yeah, so $10 movie variant. It's pretty good. It's a number 1, so that gets some pull too. That was 12 books. Let's go through them one more time real quick. Star Wars DJ Most Wanted number 1. Avengers West Coast Virgin variant number 3. Dark Knight number 3, The Master Race, book 5, Midtown variant. Spawn McFarlane, sketched or outlined variant of Spawn 310. The Fabulous Batman Ninja Turtles Adventures number 1, Ben Bishop and Amazing Fantasy exclusive. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. Lemonade. 1 of 500 limited black white illustrators edition. Beautiful. Batman 97 Jorge cover. 1 of 12, I think, to make the big picture. Black Panther Senzi's first appearance. X of Swords. Character drawing variant. The Champions number 8. Don't push the wrong button. The charity edition of Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters. This is a Ross cover, not known for his monsters. And Fantastic Four number 1, Legacy 646. Variant. Very nice. Okay, so let's find out who did this. It was Cat. CondemnedKitten. So, if you like what you did, I certainly like what you did. Very impressive. Super, super impressive, in fact. If you like what you did, thumbs up this video so that she can get credit for the People's Choice Award. That was ridiculous. Thank you, everyone. Another review is coming.